Thank you for joining Siriusmessenger. Being proactive in reactive times. 2020, it gave us a year of upheaval. 2021 was the year of variance. I guess 2022 will probably be a little mix of both. The economy, pandemics, and uncertainty in our lives. No one can doubt that these times have changed very quickly, and there seems to be no end in sight. The only news that's being told is how bad it is and how worse it may get. Nothing promoting good financial sense for a downward economy or improving your immune system to block and or mitigate the effect of diseases. The only constant in all of these events is you. You have the power over how they or it affects you. I read this book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey, Powerful Lessons in Personal Change. This book was written for anyone who wanted to become more effective and efficient leaders. The excerpt I'd like to share with you from the book is The Circle of Concern and the Circle of Influence. In that, he explains how these two concepts can affect our lives to produce better life decisions in regards to being more productive, thereby living a quality life. Basically, Circle of Concern is the focus on outside events that we have no control over. People that focus on these concepts tend to focus on weakness of other people, problems in the environment, and so forth and so on. The best way to illustrate this is by reading from the actual book itself. The Circle of Concern, the Circle of Influence. Another excellent way to become more self-aware regarding our own degree of proactivity is to look at where we focus our time and energy. We each have a wide range of concerns: our health, our children, problems at work, the national debt, and nuclear war. We could separate from those things in which we have no particular mental or emotional involvement by creating a circle of concern. As we look at those things within our circle of concern, it becomes apparent that there are some things over which we have no real control and others that we can do something about. Circle of influence. Proactive people focus their efforts on in the circle of influence. They work on the things that they can do something about. The nature of their energy is positive, enlarging, and magnifying, causing their circle of influence to increase. Reactive people, on the other hand, focus their efforts in their circle of concern. They focus on weakness of other people, the problems in the environment, and circumstances of which they have no control. Their focus results in blaming and accusing attitudes, reactive language, and increased feelings of victimization. As long as we focus our efforts on those things, we accomplish nothing, except to increase our own feelings of inadequacy and helplessness. So as you can see from this excerpt from the book, the circle of concern seems to be like what we all are concentrating on these days, about the things that's going on outside of us, the government, economics, the pandemic, and so forth and so on. And it is causing us a degree of weakness, uneasiness, paralyzation to some extent. But we should focus our concerns on a circle of influence, those things we can change and directly control. And with that, this is my first podcast. I hope you enjoyed what I had to say. Hopefully there'll be many more. Signing out.